How are they going to understand us?
We're talking sign language.
They'll understand us all right.
Sure. Sure? Everybody understands when you wave the white flag, you want to be friends?
Hey there! Open up!
Come on out. We're friends.
That's right. We welcome you. We're friends. Yeah?
Science fiction, a genre that can be described in only 3 words.
Fuck you, science!
Some people may not realize, but sci-fi was a real big thing during the 1950s. These were the kind of movies that would try and sell you based off of spectacle alone, with each one of them accompanied by a chorus of brass instruments. There were all kinds of sci-fi movies in the 1950s. Giant monsters, science experiments gone wrong, freakish natural disasters. However, when it came to 50s sci-fi, there was only one kind that truly reigned supreme. Aliens. Plan 9 from outer space, Earth versus the flying saucers, The Thing from Another World, The Day the Earth Stood Still, and so much more. These movies were everywhere. But out of them all, the one that reigned supreme was none other than the 1953 classic, The War of the Worlds. Directed by Brian Hoskin and based off of the H.G. Wells novels of the same name, The War of the Worlds has gone on to become what many consider to be the most important sci-fi film of all time. And when you watch it, it's honestly not that hard to see why. Me personally, I love this movie. And if you were to ask me why I think this movie is really good, I could probably give you 3 easy reasons as to why. Reason number 1, the visual effects. Sure, by today's standards, the effects of War of the Worlds are a bit crappy, but for the time, this was some of the most violent imagery ever seen on film. And even after all of these years, some of the effects for this movie still hold up pretty well. And that's no better seen than with the Martian warships themselves. In the original novel, the Martians used these water tower looking machines that, while definitely creepy looking, would have been impossible to bring over to the big screen. So instead, art director Albert Nozaki created these manta ray looking machines to help distinguish them from the normal UFO look. While drastically different, the Martian war machines are able to give off the same creepy vibes of the original tripods. Only this time, they have an added effect. Reason number 2, the sound effects. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the sound effects in War of the Worlds are probably some of the most iconic sci-fi sound effects of all time. To the low drumming of the laser charging up, to the clicking noise that happens when the machines start to fly.
Is that some kind of a flying machine?
No. Supported from the ground by rays, probably some form of magnetic flux like invisible legs.
They fly, and of course, the main laser. An incredible effect done by recording the sound of 3 electric guitars and then playing it backwards. But with all of this being said, probably the main reason why War of the Worlds is so beloved is because of reason number 3, the tone. You wouldn't think that a traditional looking alien invasion movie would have deep themes or a dark tone to it, but War of the Worlds is not your traditional alien invasion movie. It's The King. There's this gradual rise of dread as the situation becomes worse and worse, with even more Martian war machines coming down to Earth and each battle ending in disaster. But there's also this small glimmer of hope throughout the movie that maybe everything will work out okay in the end. But it's not until a nuke is dropped on the Martians, and they're not even scratched, when it fully sets in that humanity is doomed. And yet, when all hope seems lost, at the end of the movie, every single warship goes down. Why? Skillish. The Martians were killed by the very germs that we have all become immune to, leading to a very powerful and unique ending to an incredible sci-fi classic. Is it perfect? No. Is it one of the best movies ever made? Probably not, but it is definitely an icon of sci-fi. One that is still cherished even after 70 years. After all, it's hard to forget an experience as incredible as a War of the Worlds.